We bring in now Congressman Mike Lawler from New York. Congressman, we appreciate you being with us. Listen, I know there was one provision, Congressman, that you fought for that I am dead set against, and that is the state and local tax deduction, better known as SALT. And I understand why. You are from New York. I abandoned your state in part because of law and order and safety and security and high taxes and burdensome regulation. And a lot of people didn't really like me there. But that's a personal issue. But I understand because you feel it's in the best interest of your constituents. I would argue that SALT rewards all the wrong behavior of blue states that elect these big tax and spend liberals. And it benefits really the big tax states far more than red states. But you fought for it because it's important to your constituents. I get it. I don't like it. That's an example of where I would disagree on a portion of the bill. Fair?
Look, I certainly understand your perspective, and I understand the perspective of many former New Yorkers who have fled New York because of our outrageously high taxes, awful business regulations, the quality of life that has declined. But here's the point I would make to you, Sean. Number one, SALT applies across the country, not just New York, New Jersey, and California. Number two, over the last 4 years, Florida's property taxes have risen 37%, and they're going to continue to rise as more people move down there and more services are required. But this is something that will apply
I'm going to tell you what's happening in my... Hold
Yep.
on. In my free state of Florida, we fully expect, and I've had Governor DeSantis on both radio and TV talking about this, that there is going to be a referendum on the ballot, and the hardworking, tax-paying people in the free state of Florida are going to have an opportunity to go back and roll back property tax rates to 2020 levels, which would be significant.
And if they do,
that's being addressed right now.
That's great. That's
and
great
then you
for
can
them
move
if
to
they
the
do.
free state of Florida, and we'll find you a congressional seat.
But here's bottom line. For us, this was a major issue. SALT was going to expire at the end of this year. We were willing to negotiate, understanding all the other provisions within the tax bill, including keeping the AMT rate low, including doubling the standard deduction, the enhanced child tax credit, the president's priorities of no tax on tips, no tax on overtime, the enhanced senior tax credit to offset Social Security taxes. All of these were critically important. We negotiated in good faith with the administration, with the president and the Treasury Secretary. We were able to come up to an agreement, $40,000 with a $500,000 income cap to make sure that it is targeted to the middle class and working class, and fix PTET to make sure that small businesses, the lifeblood of our economy, 80% of jobs are created by small businesses in this country, that small businesses across this country are able to deduct their state and local taxes. This was important. It was an important provision within the bill. That's why I'm supporting the bill, on top of the fact that if we fail here, it'll be the single largest tax increase in American history. That cannot happen. Every single Democrat is voting to raise your taxes at this very moment. They want the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act to expire. They want the largest tax increase in American history. They are against securing the border. They are against strengthening our military. They are against increasing domestic production of energy. That is at the core of this bill. And I would just say, when we're talking about spending, this is very important, Sean. Over the next decade, we are projected to spend $86 trillion. We are talking about saving $1.6 trillion in spending reductions. That's about 1.8% of overall spending over the next 10 years to start to bend the curve and reduce our deficit. We are $2 trillion deficits on an annual basis. We're paying $1 trillion in interest on our debt. We're at $36 trillion and counting. And even with the reforms that we're talking about on Medicaid, Sean, eligibility verification, citizenship verification to make sure illegals are not collecting Medicaid benefits, and work requirements, Medicaid is still going to grow at 24% over this 10-year window. We are slowing the rate of growth. We are not taking away benefits from eligible recipients, no matter how much Kathy Hochul and Gavin Newsom try to scare Americans. We are rooting out the waste, fraud, and abuse to sustain this system for hardworking Americans moving forward.
You know what? I'm glad you pointed that out, because as I watched the debate, there's been so much lying going on by Democrats. And I'll bring back Speaker Gingrich and Congressman Lawler. I have no problem or no issue, even though we might have a disagreement on this issue. When I went to D.C. and we did the congressional town hall, and I did a town hall with the Senate, first thing I brought up in both town halls was, all of you know you're not going to get everything that you want. And oh, yeah, we understand. And here we are, the moment of truth. I think it'll be a successful outcome, but, you know, there's still drama associated with it. They still need 11 votes, and they need to flip one nay to yay, and, you know, it could take many hours for that to occur. And we'll get an update from Chad in just a minute. But, Mike, we do appreciate you taking time to come off the floor and talk to us. Thank you very much. Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.